Alright, welcome back to another stream of Assassin's Creed 2. Today we're gonna be finishing the game, at least that's how it looks like. Currently in the final sequence before the final mission really. And yeah, the only thing left to do except for getting these last couple of lieutenants and taking care of Savonarola is basically finding the Codex Pages. We're still missing another handful. If not even more. And yeah, in order to find those, of course, we will have to look quite a bit on the map to actually be able to distinguish which cities Codex Pages are left in. And I've been kind of like rethinking a little bit how I might want to approach the whole like looking at the map thing. I definitely want to make it harder than it has been because given that we kind of like could stack the map counters across multiple games. And since we didn't look at AC1 even once during the playthrough, I had like already 16, stacked up from there. And I kind of like went back to the streams that kind of like a look of playtime versus break time, like to kind of like see how many map counters I actually miss. And essentially would have been at like 33 map counters, I think, instead of the 20 that I had on my counter. So quite a lot still, and I think I definitely want to make it harder. So what I decided is kind of like follow up on an idea that Harbinger made last time. Kind of like make them per game, essentially. In that way I can't take the advantage of one game before, but I still can get an advantage per game, Because in this game I had to already look at the map like 11 times total to find specific checkpoints and stuff. Which means currently we actually have, with about 28 hours of playtime, or streaming time I should say, we currently have 17 times we can still look at the map, which is plenty enough to be able to finish this game and find all the Codex Pages. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it, kind of like reset it per game, and then we're gonna be able to like have it a bit more challenging without like being overly, difficult on us. Also, hey, Arthur, welcome in. Oh, nice, I see another quest objective. Should definitely visit like a blacksmith soon.
Wonderful. Right. What's the plan? Secure those crates. We can ill afford to let their contents fall into the wrong hands.
Port Authority. Port the ship without being seen and put an end to the merchants' trading days. Oh damn. Yeah, that's actually the hardest out of the 9 assassinations because, again, you gotta be unseen. And it's like a highly guarded ship. But I think we're good. I think so, Arthur, yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna finish the game today. We're already in the last, second last sequence here.
If they want to eat, then accept Savonarola as their leader. Are the Medici family that should hold any sway in this city beyond me?
Okay then. That's bollocks. Like he apparently desynchronized me by detecting me in the moment that he died. That shouldn't count.
The holdouts are when they're forced to go without food. If they want to eat, then accept Savonarola as their leader. Are the Medici family can still hold any sway in the cities beyond me? consider them my fate. That was before they opened my eyes. Then I saw the evils of commerce and the division it creates. Savonarola will lead us into a new era. What remains is for us to cast off the shackles of our troubled past and accept the Lord. We'll see just how tough the holdouts are when they're forced to go without food. How the Medici family could hold any sway in this city is beyond me.
How's it going, Harbinger? Welcome in. That's right, I'm trying to make you do the Beatmaker channel point reward. I kind of forgot to turn on the minstrel sound bit, but I can do that after this mission maybe. Yeah, that's right, you can't be detected and it's like fully guarded, so you have to have very specific timing here to get this done properly. That works.
What have I done?
Assassino!
You tried to force devotion.
Sometimes the people must be told what to think.
No good has ever come of that. Benché il mio cuore sia turbato, la mia mente è lucida. Requiescat in pace.
I want him caught now! Fernando, I've lost sight of him! No! Not you! I see him! Not you! Come on! Let's see what you've got. I see you show him! You've got the wrong man, I swear.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay then. Let's just go through here.
Be enough of you left to bury! Stop! Hey!
Okay, I think at the moment we have like 2 targets left or so.
What the devil are you doing over here? A Jew! Did he get clear? A Jew!
Yeah, you did ask Harbinger, but it's actually something that I rethought about how to handle, because I definitely wanted it to make it like more difficult for me. I didn't want to like have quite as many, because I went back and kind of like counted up the hours of playtime versus how many actually I tracked, and I was actually missing quite a few, so we would have like a total of 33 currently. But what I decided is I'm just gonna do it per game, as you suggested last time. Essentially, once I start Brotherhood, it's gonna be reset, but I can still kind of like, you know, hoard them, I guess, per game. So if I run 10 hours without looking at the map in Brotherhood, I will have 10 times I can look at the map. But then for Revelations, it will be reset to 0, and I start like fresh, essentially. But yeah, that means I had to get rid of a couple, and currently we are at 17 map looks. About 28 hours of playtime and 11 times I looked on the map, essentially. Yeah, I mean, it's alright, I guess. Depends, I guess, what you're looking for, because some of the places can be very difficult to find. Kinda like depends, you know, how you kinda like remember everything. Plus, of course, I have no fast travel rule, which means that kind of like adds to that difficulty of trying to find stuff.
You are not allowed up here!
Yeah, I can recommend trying it. Also, hey there, Rod, welcome in, dude. Yeah, it's been going pretty good, definitely. Just been getting started, really. We've done the chip assassination just now. But yeah, I did it first try, so definitely happy with how that went. How are you doing today?
Come, friends! I'm fresh caught leeches today. Come, amici. A weekly bleed.
So we haven't done this. Ah, yeah, there it is. I was about to say, like, there must be a location nearby to start this mission.
Omnipotens Deus, Rex Regum et omnium gubernator.
Last rites. Climb the Duomo without being seen and remove the entranced priest from his perch. Ah, I got you, Rod. That's definitely totally fair. I 100% get that. It's good to also take care of yourself and what you kind of like, you know, feel like is good for you. So Clever was helping. And yeah, that sounds delicious. Some KFC. I honestly never had KFC, but it always looked really good. It's not like super popular over here. Like there's not lots of restaurants. But you could theoretically get it. Oh shit. Yeah, I can't be detected here, so... What the fuck? Ezio? It's like running in circles. Yeah, disconnected the controller. And it's still running. What the fuck? Okay. Now it works again. Jesus Christ. I'm honestly surprised I didn't get desynchronized yet. I guess I have to be inside the target area.
I'll send you to your grave.
Take it off now!
Around the side.
Fine!
Now. Avanti, mi stai annoiando. That looks heavy.
Grande assassino!
Never Assassino. You had? Yeah, that wasn't very pleasant, was it now? I gotcha. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the McDonald's fries. I mean, they taste alright, I guess, but I don't think they're very nice and crispy. Honestly, like, Burger King makes some pretty good fries, at least over here. Like, they're always, like, very, very, like, nice and airy and crispy. And tastes quite nice, too. Hey there, Sheila, welcome in. It's going quite well. Currently on the second last assassination of the 9 lieutenants here, so doing some good progress. How's it going for you, Sheila?
Rex regum et omnium gubernator, cuius potentiae nulla creatura resistere potest, quid proprio
Yeah, I kind of heard about that, Rod. There's like a food channel that Lev and I watch on YouTube, and they kind of like try and compare different, like, you know, like burger chains and like chains in general, I guess. And yeah, that's where I also kind of like had Hungry Jack's kind of like be featured. And explain that, you know, because Burger King already existed, they couldn't really make a name for themselves there. But that's only fair, I guess, I think. Being like a big company shouldn't entitle you to like just being able to steal the name of somebody who's already been there first.
quies unicus victoriae largitor, propter merita
Stop it.
I thought he preached the word of God.
I fear his sermon is a lie.
I led my flock astray. It's just... I wanted so badly to believe.
We all do. Vedrò compiuta l'opera di mio padre. Requiescat in pace.
I like that quote, you know, when he says, I will have my father's work be complete. Because, in a way, you know, that's kind of like a promise that Giovanni made to the traitors, you know. When he says, you may have our lives today, but we will have yours in return, I swear, we will. It's kind of like talking for Ezio really being like one of the last survivors, you know. The only one who can avenge them, so... It's not even really Ezio's choice to do that, you know. It's kind of like something that he, in a way, inherits from his father and also from Mario, you know, both of who push him to kind of like do this. Because if it was for Ezio, he would have just escaped to Spain with his family. Get far away from this. Or at least as far as he can. Decided to finish work for today. That's definitely fair, Sheila. getting like an early start into the weekend. Funny when changes like that have to happen. Yeah. I wonder how Angry Jacks might be different from Burger King. Because I reckon even if it's a different name, but kind of like the same company, they still might change quite a bit. And of course there's always like changes from country to country either way, like unique menu items that only people in the country can like enjoy. It was pretty good though. I mean, I've seen worse, or heard worse rather. But that doesn't have to mean anything. That would have been really cool actually, Schiller. I mean, it would have been one hell of a mission. Especially with the whole like you can't be detected part later. But yeah, honestly I would have loved it. It would have been a cool idea. Since kind of like end up climbing to the highest spot, right? So it kind of like get out where he spawns essentially. Yeah, so we have one assassination left, I think. Yeah, it's like somewhere in the city. I think what I'm gonna be doing is actually gonna have a look at the map, because we're gonna look at the map either way to have a look if and how many Codex Pages are left in Florence. For those of you who may not have been earlier there when I kind of explained a change of the whole map look thing. Essentially what I'm gonna do now going forward is I'm gonna track it per game instead of like letting it carry over from game to game. Because in AC1 I had like 16 hours without looking at the map once for the entire game. So, you know, that meant I already started into this game with like 16 by default. And also went back and kind of like tracked the hours I played of AC2, and I've actually missed quite a lot of the like additions to map counter. Which meant I would have had like 33 map counters at this point. So yeah, instead we're gonna do kind of like track it per game now. That way I have like more of a limited number. And it's not like, you know, getting to a point where I'm stacking them up so much that it's kind of like I could look at the map anytime, you know. So yeah, I think that's how I'm gonna beat it. But that rule is kind of like prone to change at any point again. Depending on what feels good for the game that I'm playing, you know. But yeah, for now I think that's how I'm gonna keep it, at least for the Ezio games. Wanna have like a good balance between like challenge and kinda like what makes sense, you know. I have a burger called the Big Whopper, but not sure if that's also at Burger King. Yeah, the Whopper I think is kind of like the iconic Burger King burger. Also call themselves like the home of the Whopper, I think. And yeah, I think there's a Big Whopper, I guess. It's not really a burger I usually get, actually. Even though I guess it's decent. But they're usually... those kind of burgers have like a big and like a regular version. Sounds like a good change of routes. Yeah. I didn't want to make it like too easy on me. But yeah, there's still parts of course where I really have to look at the map, because there's just no way of knowing otherwise. Except of course if you can't like remember exactly from having played it before. And sometimes also it makes sense for the character, like Ezio, you know, looking at the map. Like if I'm saying, okay, we marked 3 locations for you, then surely they have been marked on the map. And that's how Ezio knows where we are, you know. So we've been here, we've done the doctor assassination.
Most entertaining.
Yeah, definitely. If I want to allow myself to kind of like change the routes depending on if I need it to be more difficult. I don't want to change them to be more easy, but yeah, I'm definitely leave it open to increase the difficulty per game, essentially. Palazzo Medici. Actually a Templar level. But I don't really want to do that anymore because essentially the Medici have been chased away from this place. Now with Savonarola in power. So in theory the Medici shouldn't be here at the moment. And year-wise it actually happens much earlier. We're currently in like 1498 or something. And I think the whole like Medici mission is taking place in like 1482 or something. Yeah, I wonder what mission I'm actually missing here. We've done the doctor, we've done the guy trapping us, we've killed the guy on the ship, we killed the guy penning books, farmer, the guy trying to run away on rooftops. What am I missing? With a bird being included in the counter for Origins Odyssey Valhalla, your favorite games would be too easy if you could just use the bird at any time. Yeah, I didn't plan on making a penalty for the bird, to be honest, because it's kind of like a ability that the characters have naturally, and anything that's kind of like explained lore-wise, I don't count against me. So if I can use Eagle Vision, if I can use like Bird Vision, if I can use certain skills I can unlock to make it easier for me, I can use them, essentially. But what I could do instead is kind of like limit the amounts I can look at the map instead, you know? Because I doubt that Bike would actually have a map of like Egypt. But yeah, I didn't want to do a penalty for Senno, to be honest, because that's honestly something I look forward to utilizing, because it is explained lore-wise. It is something they can do, so I don't see any reason of not doing it, you know. Because in the end, this challenge is meant to be about immersion, not about like making it difficult on me. Or like trying to kind of like immerse myself into what the character might have done. And they definitely haven't looked at the minimap, but they definitely use Eagle Vision. So that's how I want to keep it as well, you know. But yeah, to be fair, we're still quite a long way from playing the RPG games either way. So, yeah. There's still many more games we have to go through with this challenge. There could be a Codex page, but not sure. Yeah, I've already been here.
You can run now.
Air for all.
Pardon me. Thanks, Schiller. Well then, where is the next mission? Let's position ourselves like in front of the church here. And then I'm gonna actually have a look at the map. Okay, so that's the direction we're looking here. And as for the next mission... Ah, it's actually down here. In the district to the south. The new one, I think. I don't really know where it is because we haven't unlocked any viewpoint there. But we know at least that it's in that district, so it shouldn't take too long to find. And I mean, it's pretty much straight down, like a little bit to the left. Let's go that direction.
Hey, you should have. You won't get away!
No need to be shy. Come forward.
All the good, God-loving values that are the core of our lives.
Yeah, I think we kinda like
I too no fear, my friends. I
think we missed the guy who's kinda like doing the Doomsday kinda like speech, isn't it? So it should be like in front of a church. Your break's now over. Have a great time doing more assassination. Catch you later. No worries whatsoever, Rods. You take care. I hope you have a good time. And yeah, thank you again for dropping by and saying hello. I will definitely catch you later. Ah yeah, I think it's that church over here. Yeah, there's the mission starting point. Nice.
God-loving values that are the core of our lives. You are not going anywhere. I don't see him anymore. There!
I don't see him anymore.
There we bury him with the wolf.
The fact that that's just fine after this fall.
Come, don't
Like nothing happened.
Right face. Which way? There! Don't lose him again!
Like how it just gave up. Couldn't climb up apparently.
People of Firenze, come, gather round. Listen well to what I say. The end approaches. Now is the time to repent. to beg God's forgiveness.
Doomsday. Stop the preacher's corrupt sermon.
Don't you see? The signs are all around us. Unrest, famine, disease, corruption. These are the harbingers of darkness. We must stand firm in our devotion, lest they consume us all. I see you, Dad, that you think me mad. But did the Romans not say the same of Jesus? Know that I too once shared your uncertainty.
What the fuck are you doing, Ezio?
I'm weak.
Yeah, kill the freaking civilians, will you?
Your mind, since it is your own.
Not all of us require deception to be convinced. I already believed. All I said is true.
Nothing is true. Non è un compito facile il mio. Requiescat in pace.
Pezzi di merda, do not get down, or I shoot. He can't escape.
Another one bites the dust. And that should have been the last lieutenant, which means we can now finally go and take care of Southern Aurora. Just gotta find the place where we have to kind of like meet him and the other assassins. They really should have built these into Brotherhood, shouldn't they? Like a nice little parkour tool.
Why serve with mercenary condottieri when you could uphold the honor of the Republic?
That's definitely adventurous.
Thanks, Schiller.
You've done well, Ezio.
What happens now?
Watch.
Silence! I demand silence! Why are you here? Why do you disturb me? You should be cleansing your home, cleansing yourself. There are bonfires to see, prayers to be said, penance to be done. You will do as I command. You will submit.
I'm gonna let him. Never mind, Machiavelli does it.
Find the ambulance! It can't be far!
It's kind of cool seeing like Machiavelli have some skills, you know. Power to the people. Acquire the Apple of Eden.
There he is! Get him! How long can you keep running, eh?
That looked really funny.
I will kill all trespassers.
But yeah, got him. And there we go. We receive the Apple of Eden. Again. This time we're gonna keep it for a while. Alright, so the next mission should be the execution, which should be taking place at the place where the execution of Ezio's father and brothers happened as well. So back into the city center.
Let you! Guide it! Not so fast, brother. Renato, we're losing him! Let you! Guide it!
Cancel this assassin! Rid Firenze of his curse!
Why? Never mind. I don't want to know.
We're looking for this building over there. Oh yeah, that's the starting point.
Capture this assassin! Rid Firenze of his curse!
God bears witness to the sacrilege that you would handle this prophet this way! Blasphemers! Heretics! You will burn for this! Do you hear me? You'll burn!
I cry for salvation. Oh Lord, show mercy.
No one deserves to die in such pain.
It's you. I knew this day would come. Please, show mercy.
I have. Ma ora, che sia il tuo Dio a giudicarti. Requiescat in pace.
Silenzio! Silenzio! 22 years ago, I stood where I stand now and watched my loved ones die, betrayed by those I had called friends. Vengeance clouded my mind. It would have consumed me were it not for the wisdom of a few strangers. It taught me to look past my instincts. They never preached answers, but guided me to learn from myself. We don't need anyone to tell us what to do. Not Savonarola, not the Medici. We are free to follow our own path. There are those who will take that freedom from us. Too many of you gladly give it. But it is our ability to choose whatever you think is true that makes us human. There is no book or teacher to give you the answers, show you the path. Choose your own way. Do not follow me or anyone else.
Definitely one of my favorite Ezio moments right there. You know, that whole speech showing like his character growth, you know. And just kind of like also him realizing mid-speech that what he's doing is basically telling them what to do. And he essentially stops and just, you know, tries to show what he's meaning, you know. That's just a great speech, I think, for multiple kind of like reasons, you know. So at this point we have to still collect Codex Pages before we can actually start the last and final mission. But what we can do is we can go to Leonardo, decipher the ones we have currently, and then have a look at the map to see how many we are missing. And I can go back to Florence, collect the ones there, and check on Venice and the other cities too.
I may be expensive, but my goods are worth what.
Salute, Claudia.
You here to look at the book? A presto, Ezio.
Yeah, so this is currently locked.
What's going on?
The data stream is corrupted. No, scratch that. This says it's incomplete. It's the Codex Pages. It looks like Ezio had them all when this memory occurred.
Great. And how am I supposed to find them?
Hold on. It looks like Ezio has a map on him. He must have picked it up during one of the corrupted sequences. According to this, it'll show you the location of any missing Codex Pages.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like, often you have like those moments where it's literally like, okay, yeah, you have these like marked locations on a map. So, obviously I also have to look at the map to find them. It's more immersive in my opinion to look at the map in that case than, you know, trying to just like stump around the game world until you find them. And I think that's also more interesting to watch than, you know, having me just run around aimlessly until I find something. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and... I mean, I have the best weapon essentially, right? The sort of idea. Yeah. Let's read for all of these here.
There you go, sir. Mention me to your amici.
But yeah, the annoying thing is I couldn't actually check how many Codex Pages I had left because I can't go into the room. Is Leonardo here though? I think he should be. Yeah. I can just have a look into the menu then.
Leonardo!
Ezio, so good to see you. How can I help you? Haha! You found another one! How exciting! I think this is the key. If I just rewrite this line... And it works. Here, take it.
Okay, we got 4 Codex Pages deciphered. Let's have a look into the database. Documents, Codex Pages. So, we're missing Codex Page 1. So, 6 or so. Cool. And we're missing Codex Page 8. 4. 5. They're missing 5 pages, right? Okay. That's not too bad, I guess. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and travel to every city. We're gonna start with the closest one being Firenze. I guess I could go to San Gimignano first, actually, because Firenze is not... Like, San Gimignano is kind of like an end stop, essentially. So I'm gonna go there first, actually. But yeah, this is gonna be a map look heavy part of the playthrough. Okay, I actually haven't gotten even a single viewpoint here. Now the thing is, with the Codex Pages, they should be displayed regardless of whether or not I have a viewpoint unlocked. So this basically tells us that there is no Codex Page in Tuscany that I haven't collected yet, in San Gimignano. Okay, I can just go back here. And make our way to Florence, I guess. Okay, so one Codex page that I saw earlier on the map was near the Medici Palace, I think. I'm gonna try to find that location first.
Healing services for all the gods' flock.
I mean, that could be it, Harbinger, if you're still wearing like clothes in November. Yeah, 17 degrees sounds super warm for me currently. It was so cold this morning, my dog was like literally shivering outside. That is until she started moving, and then she was like very warm quite quickly. Yeah, I think we've had like the hottest 12 months in Europe since a long time. Okay, that's the Medici Palace. Might have been this place over here. Put in the codex page we're looking for.
Buy me a little time.
Yep. That's one of them. Nice.
Dio di cielo, he's crazy.
Okay, 4 more. Now the question is if we still have one left in Florence.
Why? Never mind. I don't want to know.
Why are you up here? Leave! You...
Okay, so. Another map look. So basically we have to go straight towards the Duomo there. And honestly, quite close to the Duomo we should have another codex page. The question is there another one? Or was that the last one? It seems like that's the last one in Florence at least. I never mind, there's another one over here. Isn't that also right next to the Magic Palace? Yeah, it is. Okay, so these two. Didn't miss another one, did I? What I could actually do is I could set this play here. How do I do that again? So codex pages can't be displayed? Seriously? I guess what I could do is I could disable everything. Can I? I mean, core memories have to be displayed apparently. I can disable all of these here, I can disable all of those. Just so we have like less unnecessary stuff on the map here. Yeah, that's much better. But yeah, we look like this, then there shouldn't be any codex page except for those two here. Okay, so going to the Magic Palace, right in front of it should be this one. Was it the Magic Palace? I guess it must be. Then straight down somewhere around the Duomo, apparently.
Not be up here, Stolto!
There should be like a big place here somewhere. Is it the market? Maybe? This one. Somewhere here should be a codex page, I think. On this side, I think. Hey there, Mustang, welcome in. Yeah, going pretty good. We finished the last DLC sequence. And we are now trying to search for the last codex pages. We're currently missing 4. So, yeah, almost there. Was it over here? Indeed. Okay, that's one. Cool.
Rini! Dove? I heard that! Money!
Okay, 3 more.
Raju, you won't run away!
Let's run towards the Duomo.
Move, you idiot! Limits to you, coglione. We'll get him, don't worry! Hurry, I'm losing him!
Yeah, did indeed unlock the Altair armor. Definitely my favorite one in this game. Yeah, that's where I've been earlier. There's somewhere in the area of the Duomo should be the last Codex page of Florence. It's like the smoking of the assassin suits. Yeah. I like the fact that also it's something that most likely Ezio's great-great-grandfather has worn as well, since he was the one leaving behind the armor with the clothing.
Bring me your sick and wounded.
Further up the Arno, a small tax shall be imposed for repairs. All materials.
Yeah, that's fair. It's definitely very classy, kind of like AC combo as well for like an outfit. Like white and red.
Notice to all foreign merchants within the glorious Republic's walls. The Città, in its wisdom, has elected to raise a nominal levy on all export trade registered through any of the arti maggiori.
Okay, I think I might have to look another time on the map here. However, I think I'm actually gonna go and try to go for a viewpoint here of the Duomo. For one, it's a pretty epic viewpoint, and it's also gonna unlock the environment to make it easier for us to see exactly where Codex page should be. Yeah, I love the soundtrack in this city. Florence definitely has a special place in my heart as like a city for Ezio. That's right, yeah. Yeah, there's a tomb inside the Duomo, where you climb all the way to the top, essentially. It's definitely among my favorite tombs as well. Quite a view here. Alright, so we have to go to the side and then straight down, essentially, to get to the Codex page. Okay. Wouldn't be too tricky to find. I guess that's the one. What? That's not a Codex page. Heck. Let's go on rooftops, position ourselves according to the Duomo. Maybe the best in Florence. I would probably say so as well, yeah. The difficulty here is kind of like distance. How far away are we talking about? It was basically in a straight line between Duomo here and us. So it must be further away. It's just kind of weird because there's like this massive place in between. Okay, that's the one. Finally.
Get out of my sight! Oh shit!
Also, another hour's passed. We can add another one to the counter there.
Wonder who you fella found.
Hey there, Molle, welcome in.
If you have any information.
One thing I love about AC3 is that it adds some sort of seasons, snow time, which makes cities and forests incredible, and also sunny storms. It feels very natural. Yeah, it was definitely a groundbreaking feature for the AC series. Kind of like having that kind of like dynamic, you know, with like weather and seasons. I remember being like super impressed with it. Even if you just had 2 seasons, but there was enough to kind of like make it quite different. It's not really something that many other games have tried afterwards, right? I mean, you have like some sort of seasons with Odyssey and Valhalla, but they're more like assigned to regions rather than rendering them in like a snow and summer state, you know? The fact that you had like identical maps between the seasons was really cool. Because it really made it like feel completely different. Like that would have been something I would have loved in Valhalla actually, to have like seasons that change according to in-game time. And then you would kind of like, you know, get to experience the map in like a different state. Could have done it like Forza essentially, kind of like make it every week or so it changes. Alrighty, but yeah, we're looking for the exit here. Because that was the last Codex page in Florence and we're only missing 2 now. I kinda assume that the last 2 are gonna be in Venice actually. I think honestly I'm not even gonna bother looking in Forli because the chances that we have the last 2 in Venice are too big. And we're gonna have to travel back to Forli either way, so once we get to Venice and see, okay, there's only 1 missing. Then we know that the last one must be in Forli, right? So I think that's what I'm gonna do here. God damn it, that gate is locked off. I have to find another one.
Come, friends! I've fresh caught leashes today. Who could hide from a man this skilled? Nothing here could possibly interest you.
Yeah, they did a good job in general, kind of like making AC3 feel very natural. Which of course was a different vibe to what we had before, being like more in like urban environments. I think they definitely nailed the frontier and kind of like making the cities a bit smaller scale. Why are all the gates closed off, goddammit? But I think the tree parkour might be one of my one of the things that I love the most when initially playing AC3, because it just felt so good, you know. I wouldn't have believed that they would make parkour feel as satisfying as it does in the cities, like a nature landscape. But they definitely did. I mean, obviously it can't have like quite the same depth with like so many different opportunities at the same time, but they made it feel really good. Yeah, I don't blame you, Busted. I haven't played those early Hitman games yet where he executed the soundtrack, but given that he did compose some of those games, I definitely want to check them out eventually. Also Borderlands, because he also worked on those games, right? Okay, off to 40. A very nice Mustang. That's cool. If you want to link that in chat, you definitely can. If somebody's interested in watching that. I mean, that's definitely quite a challenge, you know. It would be good for recordings, because obviously you can just like replay a mission much more easily and stuff. And have like way less interruptions than like on stream or something. It's very satisfying seeing those playthroughs, I think, on YouTube of like perfect stealth runs or whatever, where almost everything is like done to perfection. The smallest non-immersive detail, you just restart. Now that's a consequence. Yeah, that's true, Busted. I mean, it's quite similar. If you wanna like do a perfect speed run, then even small mistakes, you know, like taking too long, like a couple more seconds, will like ruin the run. I apparently accidentally turned around at some point. What happened there? That's not where I want to go. Whoops. I think I must have been so focused on the talking that I actually took a wrong turn at some point. Oh no, never mind. It was right. Never mind. Yeah, we have to go to 40 and from 40 to Venice with the ship. Don't mind me. Yeah, definitely Mustang. Can definitely do that if you want to share it.
Damn it!
I gotcha, busted. I've seen some speedruns on the game. It definitely seems like there's quite a few glitches you have to get around. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, the new games are also definitely quite immersive, I think. Like also with how many different opportunities you have and ways to go about certain things. Just like the animation quality and stuff. I gotcha, Mustang. Okay, so we're gonna go and have another look at the map here to see where the last Codex pages are. Okay, cool. Actually not that far away from each other, that's very good. So basically we could start with this one, to be honest, because that seems more difficult to find given that this is right next to the Palazzo Ducale, I think it is. But we gotta go over the Rialto Bridge, then to the left. And then straight to the big building there, which should be the Palazzo Ducale. Yeah. Okay, cool. Hey there, Grumpy, welcome in. How's it going? Mr. Dark Cartoon atmosphere of the older Hitman games. Yeah, we definitely had quite a dark vibe. Leave a Codex page over here.
He's here!
It is nice.
Now,
Remember
give
your
me
heels, man. Flank him and keep it quick.
Attack!
Hold your guard. You'll tire eventually.
Yeah, one more, and we have all the Codex pages finally. I was kind of fearing that might take us longer. Unfortunately, it wasn't like that many left, so I did a good job kind of collecting them across the playthrough. And like this time, they're also not that far away from each other, making it easier to find overall. I gotta go straight to the Palazzo Ducale and should be on front of it. You're watching every cinematic every time you restart. I mean, that's true dedication for sure. I was kind of low free watching cinematics over and over because I don't want to get to a point where I get like sick and tired of like certain writing or character or whatever. I always kind of like wanted to feel fresh to me, which is why I also usually only play them like once a year. So I see it like all like once overall. So the remastered. So we do actually have the Ezio collection, but I haven't really played it myself too much. I watched Rod play quite a bit of it. From what I've seen, it's definitely good versions to play if you want to get like all the content, because a lot of the stuff on the PC version isn't like available anymore. So it's definitely the version to go for if you want to experience like all the content there is for the game. Visually, honestly, I prefer the original version of AC2, but I think Brotherhood and Revelations look fine on the Ezio collection. So overall, I would say it's probably worth buying. But yeah, can't really say too much about it since I haven't played it myself. I've only like watched it being played mostly. Okay, so somewhere here, another Codex page, I think. Maybe here? Yeah, that's the one. Nice. We did it. Collected all the Codex pages. Heck yeah.
Oh, blood. Dear Lord, what beasts you have created.
Dear God, what beasts you have created. And a very sad grumpy. I mean, I can't say anything negative about the PC version, really, of this game. It runs very smooth, you know, the graphics are right. It does have the original kind of like art style. So yeah, I definitely still prefer this version. Okay, so we're looking to go back to the Rialto Bridge. And then we can fast travel back to Forli. Or at least take the ship there. Because it's literally our only way to get out of Venice. There's the bridge, and that should be the ship here.
Merchants had better come all trade with the Aegean for now.
Now to travel all the way back to Monteriggioni, and then we can do the final mission of the game. Which means I'd definitely be starting Brotherhood today, I think. It'll take us more than another hour to beat this game, to be honest, and then I have like another 2.5 hours left to stream. Alright, I can't go up here. With a horse. Any games you're looking to get for Black Friday? Honestly, I don't think so, because currently I have so many games I'm thinking about playing that I already own again. I recently just bought Cyberpunk for 20 bucks, so did my game purchase recently. And I'm playing it currently. But if I hadn't bought Cyberpunk recently and got a good deal off Amazon, then I probably would have waited for that game in Black Friday. What I might do though is I might look into getting the Phantom Liberty DLC if there is a sale for it, which I kinda doubt, given that the game or the DLC has just launched recently. But yeah, if there is a good deal for Phantom Liberty DLC, then I might get it then. Yeah, Cyberpunk I can definitely say mostly good things about so far. Given that I started it recently, I would say it's a bit like Witcher 3, you know, like Witcher 3 also doesn't have like the best start maybe, or like the most player friendly kind of like, you know, easy start into a game. But then once the game starts rolling and the story starts to pick up and you kind of like get the hang of certain mechanics and stuff, it definitely clicks. And yeah, I've been greatly enjoying it since then. And I don't have a comparison between like the old version and the newest patch, but from what I read online, like what they changed was definitely quite substantial. From like overly stability, you know, performance car like patches to adding certain gameplay mechanics that weren't there before, like shooting out of a car or vehicle in general. Also kind of like reworking the whole skill tree and how you obtain skill points, I think. It's kind of funny because now we're at a point where Cyberpunk gets used as like a, you know, kind of like good example in comparison to Starfield. Whereas 2 to 3 years ago it was used as like a bad example to compare against other games. So it's definitely a long way that Cyberpunk has come, I guess. But I feel like now is definitely the perfect time to play the game, given that it's not too expensive anymore and you can enjoy it. What was like originally intended to be launched, essentially. I actually watched some of the behind the scenes for Cyberpunk yesterday, and it's so funny, you know, how kind of like every time you see like any behind the scenes or like a trailer or whatever, it's always like Garrett's voice actor saying launches when it's ready, or still launches when it's ready, which of course couldn't be more ironic given that they had to postpone the release multiple times, which of course speaks for it. But you probably shouldn't even like release like a release date if the game is nowhere near to being done, you know. So it's like a classic issue of like, that's what the developers want, like they want to launch the game when it's ready. But you know, the people in charge of like making financial decisions, they of course be like, yeah, no, it's enough now, you gotta release it. Seem to be kind of like drawn towards those games sometimes, like as with AC Unity. Like Unity had like one of the longest development cycles in the AC franchise, and it still launched as like one of the buggiest. Because obviously having like a grand production means like grand expectations, and also like more kind of like innovation potentially, and more risk we have to take. Which Unity definitely did, and some of them paid off and others were just too much to handle. And others of course just didn't have enough time in the oven. Because Unity is also interesting seeing behind the scenes, because they're essentially like very open about saying we don't have enough time. You know? Like they were like, okay, we're kind of satisfied with a lot of the mechanics, but we're not anywhere done. And that was essentially like half a year before the game was supposed to launch, I think. So yeah, that's never a good sign. Yeah, that's the update I talked about, the 2.01. That's the one I started with. Yeah, I watched actually quite a bit of Cyberpunk when it launched, and honestly, I enjoyed it from like watching it. Obviously, the story was still pretty much the same, right? So that didn't really make much of a difference. And I feel like in the end, like Cyberpunk is definitely a story-heavy game. For me, that's the more important aspect than the gameplay, for instance. So I think if I would have played Cyberpunk when it launched, I still would enjoyed it. I'm definitely glad to be playing a version that is still, you know, running better overall. Yeah, that definitely seems to be the case very often, you know. That money wins. I mean, it's understandable, like, from perspective of somebody who's basically making financial decisions. Obviously looking at, like, making, you know, lots of profit. But you also gotta, of course, be kind of, like, thinking sustainability, like, for the sustainability of a franchise, because otherwise the money stream might go away, you know. But then again, you know, there's, like, Modern Warfare 3. And, you know, that will probably generate tons of money again, even though it's like one of the cheapest knockoffs. Kind of like money grabs ever, you know. So I guess people were still gonna buy it either way.
Hey, hey!
as trash as it may be, as long as like a big name. It's like Diablo or Starfield or freaking Modern Warfare 3. People are gonna buy it.
Who requires the latest Vogue artists from Firenze, Venezia, Siena, Urbino, etc.
I honestly don't even play that many games from nowadays. Like I often wait quite a few years before I decide to buy or play a game. I don't have a direct comparison to like games that came out in the past 3 years, you know, like Cyberpunk is one of the newest games I've played in a long time. But yeah, I can definitely see how that might become the case. It is the cheapest? Yeah, it's ridiculous what I like read and heard about the game. In fact, you have to have like Modern Warfare 2 installed before you can launch it, in some cases. And you know, the fact it's also like over 200 gigabytes or something that essentially is just like a what's it called? As this like multiplayer mod that everybody's like, it's like a battle royale type of deal, isn't it? Warzone, I think. I think all of the story missions are just like reused Warzone maps, aren't they? Like, remember the days where Call of Duty actually had like a pretty good story? Like, actually immersing yourself in like a Hollywood-esque war scenario? Like, I remember playing the Black Ops 1 campaign quite a lot, and I really enjoyed that one. Had some really cool plot twists too. I mean, often it's definitely about like the game looking as impressive as possible, because the more eye candy they have, you know, the more people will be drawn to it, of course, because the first impression is always kind of like, you know, the more superficial one, probably. And graphics can be just that. Yeah, I love Black Ops 1. Definitely one of my favorite Call of Duty games. I played loads of Modern Warfare 2, 3, Black Ops 1 and a bit of Modern Warfare 1. It's my main Call of Duty games.
Salute, Claudia.
You here to look at the book? A presto, Ezio.
Okay, so one thing, I wanna actually restock on smoke bombs on the last one. So we have like everything maxed out essentially for the final mission here.
I'll just count it again.
And there we go. Everyone united. La Volpe, Mario Auditore, Machiavelli, Sister Theodora, Tonio. Everyone is here. Bartolomeo. Paola, of course, as well. So, time to talk Mario.
It seems you have yet to translate all your Codex Pages, Nipote. Go and see Leonardo and have him make sense of their contents. Only then can we begin.
Yeah, so a bit of a hidden dialogue here. Let's go ahead and talk to Leonardo then.
Leonardo!
Ezio, so good to see you. How can I help you? Haha! You found another one! How exciting! Oh, tricky. A numerical substitution and a language shift. Give me a moment. It's done.
There we go. Last 5 Codex pages deciphered.
Ezio!
It is time, Uncle. Let us finish what you and my father started all those years ago.
Indeed. Perhaps now we can finally make sense of this prophecy, and put a stop to whatever it is the Spaniard is plotting.
We should start by locating the vault. The Codex Pages will lead us to it. Let's take a look.
X marks the spot. Decipher the Codex Pages to discover the location of the vault.
Rodrigo Borgia, aka the Spaniard. A dark stain on human history, Rodrigo left a trail of blood a mile wide on his quest to unify Italy under the Templar banner. Anyone who opposed him ended up in little pieces inside a sack, or, if he was in a good mood, poisoned. Once he was crowned Pope, Rodrigo, or should I say Alexander VI, used his influence to wage war with any city that held out against the Templars. And then there were the rumoured X-rated atrocities. Hundreds of courtesans brought to the Vatican by the cartload, and the Pope's close friendship with his illegitimate daughter, Lucrezia. Oh yeah, and did I mention the killings never stopped? Throughout all his public debauchery, Rodrigo was quietly murdering his enemies behind the scenes, consolidating Templar power for the moment when they would seize control.
Certified arsehole right there. He's actually getting quite old. Like, he is almost 70 years old now. Perfect age for being a pope or a president, I guess. Isn't it? Time put in this one. Looking to recreate the world map essentially.
It is a map of the entire world, but there are lands shown here that do not exist.
Apparently they do exist. I imagine they've yet to be discovered. Or rediscovered.
How is this possible?
Perhaps the vault will hold the answer.
Do you see where it is, then?
No. It can't be. The vault. It looks like the vault is in Roma, then the Spaniard. This is why he became Pope.
Now I understand. It's not the vault alone he's gained access to, but the staff as well.
What staff?
The Codex always spoke of 2 keys. 2 pieces of Eden needed to open the vault. One is the apple.
And the other is the staff. The papal staff is the second piece of Eden.
For years, no, decades, we've sought these answers.
And now, at last, we have them.
But so too could the Spaniard. And if he does, if he finds a way into the vault, its contents will make the apple seem a trifling thing.
I must go to Roma and find the vault. What of the rest of you?
We'll do what we do best.
Caused some trouble in the city, giving you the freedom to conduct your search.
Just let me know when you are ready, Nipote. Roma beckons, Ezio. Let me know when you are ready to depart.
Oh, sorry, I was muted there for a sec. Yeah, Roma 1499. So I want to try to avoid killing too many guards. I'm gonna just run past a lot of them, I think. So we can end up with not full notoriety. Because if we manage to do that, then we will basically unlock like a special secret Easter egg music by the end. In BOCCA al Lupo, infiltrate the Sistine Chapel and assassinate Rodrigo Borgia, the Spaniard.
There! You will not get away!
Oh fuck. I wanna kill you guys. Never mind, been away. Gotta kill them then.
Ready! Let's end this quickly! Out of here! Go back to room! Get him! There! Where do you think you're going? Master! Don't lose him! Your culo is mine! Out of my way! What are you doing here? Get down! There!
Assassino! Assassino!
Assassin!
Assassino.
There he is! Laggiù! Faster!
Don't like that! Eccolo!
Jesus Christ.
Andiamo!
Close the gates! Stop the intruder!
Laggiù! Cut his legs off! You're not getting past me.
Ava Maxi, welcome in, dude.
Laggiù, merda! Vieni! Merda! I don't see. What's here?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. And we have a final mission of this game. I'm just rushing through here so we can avoid killing the guys to unlock the final boss music here.
Now!
So these guys actually have to kill. There's like no way around not killing these guys. But yeah, going pretty good, Maxi. How are you doing today?
Take this man very, very seriously.
Get in front of him!
What up is going? Just like that night in Alpha. Capito?
No! No! Flank him and keep it simple. Go! Go! Now! Now! You tired of it?
Remember your training. Take this man very, very seriously. Our voice is no novice. We work together.
Now! Now!
Just let me go. I'm nobody. Always in the wrong place at the wrong time. Please spare me. Please. Punishment. I'm sorry. Just let me go. I'm nobody. Not important. Always in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Okay.
Whatever I did to deserve this punishment, I'm
Always
sorry.
been good.
Mercy. Damn. I've got to get out of here.
Doing good. Nice to see me do some progress in AC2. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely gonna finish it today. And might even start on some Brotherhood as well.
I can parla malora. I want no part of this.
Cheers, dude. Right, now to do this part here.
I've always been good. Mercy!
Parla malora. I want no part of this.
I want no part of this.
Mercy, Lord! I will be a better man, I promise. Mercy, Lord! Leave me alone! Leave me alone!
That's what we always say. We're gonna be better man. Kind of funny how it didn't see me.
Another four.
Yeah, run past me. Easy.
Another four.
Yeah, I'm a foreigner. Okay, cool. I think we made it without raising our notoriety to 100%, which means we do unlock the special music tracks here for the end.
Et in unum Dominum Jesum Christum, Filium Dei Unigenitum, et ex Patre natum ante omnia saecula, Deum de Deo, Lumen de Lumine, Deum verum de Deo vero, genitum non factum consubstantialem Patri, perquem omnia facta
I did, Maxi, but damn it, I missed it yesterday. But yeah, that's good. I'm glad you had a good time with it. Definitely sounds like a fun challenge. Might have to go back later and rewatch a broadcast or something.
Crucifixus etiam pro nobis, sub Pontio Pilato, passus et sepultus est. Et
I can imagine how that takes quite a while. Law-abiding citizen.
Et ascendit in celum, sedet ad dexteram Patris, iterum...
I thought I was beyond this. But I'm not. I've waited too long. Lost too much. Requiescat in pace, you bastard.
I don't think so. No! How is it you resist? I see. Kind of you to bring me the apple. Now give it here!
Vai a farti fottere.
Always the fighter, just like your father. Well, rejoice, my child, for you will see him again soon. You will give it to me.
As you wish.
Fascinating. An impressive power, this. But if you think it's going to save you, you've another thing coming.
I like how literally like resembling a V for Vendetta. I gotcha, Maxi. I didn't know that you could do that in America. Like over here in Germany, you can only like turn on red lights if there's like a green arrow, essentially, which allows you to still make a turn if there's like no car coming from that side.
Clever trick.
But you have to kind of like stop it first, of course.
How long? You are right to fear me.
Yeah, I'm very right to fear.
You cannot stop me.
Don't hit me, dude. I'm supposed to hit him. That.
I'll cut you down, assassin. You cannot stop me.
Can't. It's like he doesn't take any damage from that, actually. He does take damage from throwing knives, though. Quite sure.
How long do you think you can keep this up? No, you will not take this from me.
It's finished, Rodrigo. Lay down your arms, and I will make sure the end comes swiftly.
Really, Ezio? And would you give up so easily were it the other way around? Why don't we find out? At last. And now, to deal with you.
And there we go. That's the start of a secret mission music here. As you can see, all of these guys are now affected by the Apple of Eden, you know, even his followers, like even his freaking bodyguards, you know, he's put into the state just to get to us, essentially. He doesn't care about who is hurting, who his allies are. Just cares about himself and about power. Same as here, only Green Arrow? Yeah. I thought it would be the same in America, actually. You made it to Roma, indeed, listener. Yeah, currently the final mission here for AC2. Hope you're having a good morning so far. I just get chills being here again. Seeing the first civilization architecture, you know. And kind of like thinking about how crazy it would have been for somebody living in the 15th century to see this.
What is this place?
Debating getting McDonald's for breakfast. Same here, Maxi. I mean, it's been like ages since I had McDonald's for breakfast, and I've only had it like twice, I think. Last time was like on a class trip when I was still in high school. I'm not sure how nice it would be nowadays. Maybe they stepped up the game.
Open, damn you! Open!
It's over, Rodrigo. No more tricks. No more ancient artifacts. No more weapons. Let us see what you are made of, old man.
All right then. If that's how you want to play it.
What do you even want with them all, Rodrigo?
Don't you know what lies within? Or do you mean to tell me the great and powerful assassins didn't figure it out?
Figure what out?
God. It's God that dwells within.
You expect me to believe that God lives beneath Il Vaticano?
A more logical location than a kingdom in a cloud, don't you think? Surrounded by singing angels and cherubim. Makes for a lovely image. But the truth is far more interesting.
Let's say I was to believe you. What do you think he'll do when you open that door?
I don't care. It's not approval I'm after. Just power.
And you think he'll give it up?
Whatever lies beyond that wall won't be able to resist the staff and apple. They were made for very gods.
God is meant to be all-knowing, all-powerful. You think a couple of ancient relics can harm him?
You know nothing, boy. Do you take your image of the creators from an ancient book? A book, mind you, written by men.
I mean, he's right.
You are the Pope, and yet you dismiss the central text of your faith?
Are you so naive? I became Pope because it gave me access. It gave me power. Do you think I believe a single goddamn word of that ridiculous book? It's all lies and superstition, just like every other religious tract written over the past 10,000 years.
I mean, I'm inclined to agree to a certain point, you know. But obviously it's wrong of him to use that position for literally anything but what he's supposed to be doing. But he's not entirely wrong in his observation there.
You can't! You can't! It's my destiny! Mine! I am the prophet!
You never were.
Get it over with, then.
No. Killing you won't bring my family back. I'm done. Nulla è reale. Tutto è lecito. Requiescat in pace.
There we go. Ezio ending up sparing Rodrigo instead of killing him. Very interesting, because obviously we came here with the intention to kill him, and we attempted to, you know, like literally starts with like an air assassination on Rodrigo, which he survives. And in the end, you know, Ezio realizes that with Rodrigo basically not being the prophet, you know, like you can tell in Rodrigo's whole like speech that he's actually quite broken in realizing that he's not the one meant to be here, but we are. You know, like everything that Rodrigo worked for has basically been crumbled to dust. He lost the staff, he lost the apple, he lost his kind of like belief in being the prophet, and left behind is only somebody who's broken essentially. And killing him now won't change anything about, you know, his father or his brothers dying. So in the end, he overgrows the desire for revenge and realizes it doesn't really do anything here anymore, except self-gratification. Imagine all that would happen if we would have just killed him here and now. I wonder what might be different, you know, because the major antagonist, of course, in Brotherhood is Cesare, and a lot of the decisions that end up affecting us in a bad way are made by him. Like the whole attack on Monteriggioni was basically Cesare's decision, not Rodrigo's. And in general, like if you read the database entry for Rodrigo, it's essentially saying that he's not holding much influence or much of the decisions anymore by Brotherhood. It's basically a broken man, and yeah, isn't really good for much of anything anymore. I still think, of course, that he definitely has influence, you know, being the Pope and all. But yeah, I think it's definitely Cesare that turns out to be a bigger problem by Brotherhood. But there's still some consequence, I think, that Ezio has to take for not killing Rodrigo, and rightly so. I mean, it is a bit of a selfish decision in the end, you know, he kind of like puts his personal desire to overcome vengeance over what is good for the Brotherhood. Because, you know, he's of course still ending up telling Cesare about this. And if Cesare didn't know, then he might have not been so fast in attacking Monteriggioni. It's basically indicated that he would have done so regardless, because essentially when Cesare does it, he's basically in the stage of I want to overtake Italy and I want to conquer Italy. And one of his enemies is actually Caterina Sforza, who's basically seeking refuge in Monteriggioni to create an alliance with Ezio. So that's also like something that runs kind of like independent from you know, this storyline here. But ultimately there's multiple reasons for why Cesare comes there. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them is definitely trying to recover the apple. And one of them So yeah, that's what I like, about this whole storyline. It's definitely complex, Like, you can make arguments for killing Rodrigo, you can also make arguments against killing Rodrigo. But yeah, I think the arguments against killing him are definitely more personal for Ezio, rather than anything that serves the Brotherhood. That's for sure. And things definitely would have turned out different. I still think this game is better than Valhalla. I mean, that's perfectly fine to think, Modder. Like having more modern gameplay mechanics or whatever, or like graphics, I don't think has to say too much. In the end, I think the whole package is important, And I think it's just about right with this game. It's a good length, it's like a pretty good story, The gameplay suits the story quite well. An alliance is what the kids are calling it these days. Indeed. An alliance of sorts.
Greetings, Prophet. It is good you have come. Let us see it, to give thanks. We must speak.
Who are you?
Many names. When I died, it was Minerva. Before that, Merva and Mera, and on and on. The others too. Juno, who was before called Uni, Jupiter, who was before called Tinia.
You are gods.
No, not gods. We simply came before. Even when we walked the world, your kind struggled to understand our existence. We were more advanced in time. Your minds were not yet ready. Still not. Maybe never. No matter. You may not comprehend us, but you will comprehend our warning. You must.
None of what you are saying makes sense.
Our words are not meant for you.
What are you talking about? There's no one else here.
Enough. I do not wish to speak with you, but through you. You are the prophet. You've played your part. You anchor him, but please be silent, that we may commune. Listen. When we were still flesh and our home still whole, your kind betrayed us. We who made you. We who gave you life. We were strong, but you were many, and both of us craved war. So busy were we with earthly concerns, we failed to notice the heavens. And by the time we did, the world burned until naught remained but ash. It should have ended then and there. But we built you in our own image. We built you to survive. And so we did. Few were our numbers, your kind and mine. It took sacrifice, strength, compassion. But we rebuilt. And as life returned to the world, we endeavored to ensure this tragedy would not be repeated. But now, we are dying, and time will work against us. Truth turned into myth and legend. What we built, misunderstood. Let my words preserve the message and make a record of our loss. But let my words also bring hope. You must find the other temples, built by those who knew to turn away from war. They worked to protect us, to save us from the fire. If you can find them, if their work can be saved, so too might this world. Be quick, for time grows short, and guard against the cross, for there are many who will stand in your way. It is done. The message is delivered. We are gone now from this world. All of us. We can do no more. The rest is up to you, Desmond.
What? Who is Desmond? I don't understand. Please, wait. I have so many questions.
What the fuck?
Right. Man, like this ending. I just can never get enough of it. The way it just like fades to black there, you know, and leaves like everyone in the dark, you know. Including Ezio, including the player, you know, it's like complete what the fuck moment if you don't know what's going on. Also, hey there, Kobe. I definitely see you later, Alligator. Looking forward to it. Hope you've been having a good time in Berlin so far. Yeah, what an amazing
There's
scene.
only about 10 minutes until I
Need
get...
all of my equipment. Ready to go before they do. Desmond!
Yeah.
All right, Sean, I need you and Rebecca to get everything in here packed up and loaded into the truck. You and I'll deal with the Templars.
What, they're here?
It was only a matter of time before they discovered us. To be honest, I'm surprised it took them as long as it did.
Let's go.
So, what's the plan? We ditch this place and then what?
There's another safe house. We've got company. The truck's just up ahead.
Welcome back, Arthur.
Mr. Miles, this is an unexpectedly pleasant turn of events. And here I thought I'd have to waste more men on you. Kind of you to save me the trouble.
What do you want, Vidic?
For you to come home. We miss you terribly. There's still so much work for us to do together.
It's not happening, Warren.
You continue to disappoint in every conceivable way, Miss Stillman. I saved your life once, do you remember? And this is how you repay me?
You saved me so you could keep experimenting on people, destroying their lives. And for what?
Oh, this tired argument again. As I recall, you were there, at my side, every step of the way. Their blood is on your hands just as much as mine.
You need to stop him.
I'm on it.
No worries, Kobe. Enjoy, and I catch you later. Oh yeah, Desmond Hidden Blade combat. That's the first time right there. Like he actually has the Altair animations there instead of the Ezio animations. Because he's only wearing like one hidden blade, not two. You can also disarm them actually and take their stars against them.
Is this necessary?
Let's just stand here awkwardly and do nothing.
Uh-oh, Doc. Looks like it's just you and me now.
Enjoy your victory, Mr. Miles. Temporary as it is.
Desmond, we have to go!
There you are, come on! Help Lucy into the van! Hurry, Desmond, we need to go!
You'll have your turn, Desmond. Warren's gonna get what he deserves. I promise.
So what now? Where are we headed?
There's a cabin up north. We should be safe there. At least for a little while. I have to analyze those tapes from your session. Figure out what's happening.
And then what?
Here we go. I've got you all hooked up. Got a long drive ahead of us. Figured you might want to play around with the Animus on the way.
Alright, but I got some questions first. I mean, what the hell was that in the vault?
What you saw proves everything I was afraid of. The Templars aren't our biggest threat. Not by a long shot.
So what, the sun is? What's it gonna do? Cook the Earth?
I doubt it, but I don't know. There's been some speculation that the Earth's magnetic field is weakening. A sufficiently strong flare could flip the poles and cause a geomagnetic reversal. It's all theoretical, but if it happens, the planet could become geologically unstable. Very unstable.
It's meant to be the stuff of pseudoscience, but clearly something catastrophic happened to the people of the first civilization. And that woman, what was her name? Minerva, was it? She seemed to think we were due for a second round.
So either way, we're fucked.
I don't know yet. We'll keep reviewing the tapes. And you can keep digging through your memories. Maybe there's more to discover.
Alright. Guess I better get started.
I like how that gives you kind of like a story reason to like revisit the game and maybe uncover things you haven't uncovered yet, looking for like answers. And of course, like doing all the glyphs would be like one of those things that would be worth investigating to learn more about what might, you know, happen, or what might also has happened. But yeah, guys, that is our no HUD playthrough of AC2 finished. And we ended up with 14 map looks total we could have still done in AC2. According to the new rule set that I've kind of like changed, I'm gonna actually reverse all of those back to 0 for Brotherhood, and we're gonna start fresh there. But yeah, went 14 hours without looking at the map in this game, which is about slightly less than half of the playtime that I took for the game. Thank you for the GG's listener. It's gonna be interesting playing Brotherhood and Revelations, because they were also quite tricky with the no HUD. Since similar to AC2, they rely heavily on finding certain checkpoints. And in Brotherhood it's even worse, because Rome has a tendency to look very similar in lots of the areas. So, and it's also like very dense, right? There's not like so many open spaces. Often it's like very kind of like small places you have to go through. So finding very specific points, like, it's gonna be even trickier, I think. It's gonna be interesting locking myself to only 1 hour map looks starting fresh, because that way, you know, it's gonna be like more challenging from the get-go. And I have to be like more careful about how much I will end up looking there. Thank you, Maxi. And Harbinger, thank you for the success. But yeah, so what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna watch the credits until the end, and then I will end the stream, take a break, and I will come back with Brotherhood for like another 2 hours or so. I wanna make a start on that game today still, even if I can't get like too far into it. But yeah, I want to utilize a bit of time that I still have today before I'm gonna go and meet Kobe later. Requiescat in pace. Yeah, we're gonna be hearing lots of woes in Brotherhood, that's for sure. Indeed, Alpha, that's the plan. We're gonna be playing Brotherhood next. That's essentially the order in which we play the games. So AC1, AC2 and the DLCs are done, so now we have AC Brotherhood and the Da Vinci Disappearance DLC. Followed by Revelations of the Lost Archive, AC3, Black Flag, Freedom Cry, Rogue, Unity, Dead Kings, Syndicate, Jack the Ripper, Origins, The Hidden Ones and the Curse of Pharaohs, Odyssey, with Fate of Atlantis and Legacy of the First Blade for now. I can't make any guarantees on Odyssey yet in Valhalla because it depends like how much time I will have once you get to those games. But for now that's the plan at least. Thanks RGG's Alpha. Yeah, I'm definitely quite happy that we only had to look at the map like about 15 times total for the whole playthrough, considering that this game definitely heavily relies on the minimap. Obviously having to find like the Codex Pages also added quite a few there, but we've collected most of them during the playthrough already, so it was quite good. And the good thing is for Brotherhood or Revelations I don't have to do anything like that. I don't require like a certain collectible to finish the game. So yeah, that's gonna be easier I think to get like to the finishing stages. Oh, the game just minimized. Why is it always doing that? I have no idea. But yeah guys, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna already start to take the break. I'm gonna let the credits finish and then I will end the stream. And I think I'm gonna be back in like 15 to 20 minutes or so with Brotherhood. So I'm gonna catch you guys then. Until then I hope you enjoy the rest of the credits and the music. And then I will be right back in just a few. Thank you listener. Catch you soon.